The Narcotics Bureau probe into the Bollywood drug link is intensifying. We've learnt that the agency seized the cell phones of actor Deepika Padukone, Sara Ali Khan and Rakutpreet Singh. Now, according to sources, Sara Ali Khan has submitted only the phone which she was using in 2019. The Kedarnath star told the NCB that she was not in possession of her phones which she used in 2017 and 2018. Sara also apparently informed that she is not even aware where her previous phones are. Other than the three actors, the Narco Bureau has also confiscated the phones of Deepika's manager Karishma Prakash, Sushant's talent manager Jaya Saha and designer Simone Khambata. NCB will now send these confiscated phones for forensic examination. This as no fresh summons have been issued by the agency. After almost 6 hours of grilling of actor Deepika Padukone by the NCB, India Today has accessed the inside details of her questioning. NCB sources have revealed that Deepika broke down thrice during the interrogation and was told by NCB officials to not play the emotion card. The actor confessed to her drug chats dating back to October 2017. However, she denied supplying or sharing drugs with anyone else. Sources further add that the NCB did not question her over Sushant Singh Rajput's death or about Riya Chakrabarti. The probe agency will now check whether Deepika had any connection with any drug peddlers. The NCB is yet to decide on action to be taken against Deepika as well as others involved in these drug chats. Probe agency's special investigation team will now leave for Delhi and may return to Mumbai if the need arises.
Top Bollywood star Deepika Padukone grilled by the Narcotics Control Bureau for almost 6 hours. Deepika arrived at the NCB office at 9:48 a.m. on Saturday morning. She was then interrogated by 5 NCB officers over her drug chats from 2017 with her manager Karishma Prakash and another Quan employee Jaya Saha. As per insiders, Deepika accepted that the chats belonged to her and that she was also the admin of the WhatsApp group. The 6 hours interrogation was divided into 4 rounds. The first and second round were on statements given by Jaya Saha, Karishma and Deepika's WhatsApp drug chat. During this, Deepika was questioned on whether she has ever consumed drugs and what was her interpretation of mal. The probe agency further posed questions over who paid for the drugs and how Karishma got access to it. This was not all. Deepika was also asked about the alleged drug party in October 2017 at South Mumbai's Coco Club. The round 3 of questioning was on cross-examination, while round 4 was joint interrogation of Deepika and Karishma. NCB sources say that both the star and her manager came fully prepared, as Karishma had sought some more time for day 2 of appearance.
So far, it seems that Deepika is unlikely to be called for grilling again. But the question is, are these WhatsApp chats proof enough for the Narcotics Control Bureau to implicate this star? With Divesh Singh and camera person Praveen Patil, this is Munish Pandey in Mumbai for India Today.
After facing the NCB for approximately 5 hours, there's a sigh of relief for young Hindi film actor Sara Ali Khan. The Narcotics Bureau hasn't issued any fresh summons to her. So what really happened during the NCB's grilling of Sara, who was also Sushant's co-actor in the 2018 film Kedarnath? We break it down in this report.
Top Bollywood actor Sara Ali Khan faced NCB's heat on Saturday. She was questioned by the narcotics team for 5.5 hours. Sources revealed that the actor denied all allegations of consuming drugs. However, she confessed to her closeness with co-star Sushant Singh Rajput during the shoot of her debut film Kedarnath. Sources told India Today that the actor also confessed to attending parties at Sushant's Pawana Lake house. Her Thailand trip with Sushant continues to be under NCB's scanner. Sara was summoned at 11 a.m. but the actor sought time to consult her legal team in the morning before reporting to the NCB office. The actor reached the NCB office at around 1 p.m. after holding a video conference with her legal advisors along with her mother. The actor came under NCB's radar after Riya took her name during the NCB grilling. However, NCB sources claim Sara chose to stay mum over allegations levelled at her by Rhea. Not just Rhea, Sara has also been named by Pavna Dam boatman who alleged that he had ferried the actor to Sushant's farmhouse where allegedly drug parties took place.
She did confess that she had attended parties hosted by Sushant Singh Rajput at his Pavna farmhouse, but again said that she did not consume any kind of drugs over there. She only smoked regular cigarettes. She also said that regarding the viral video which had surfaced in social media, she was smoking regular cigarettes and not any kind of drugs. She tried to evade answers when she was asked about allegations levelled by Rhea Chakrabarti in her statement to NCB. With Munish Pandey, Mustafa Sheikh, Saurabh Vakhtania, this is Divyesh Singh in Mumbai for India Today.
The third actor who was summoned yesterday, Shraddha Kapoor, has denied the consumption of any kind of drugs. She was grilled for 6 hours by the Narcotics Control Bureau officials. According to the NCB, her name cropped up during the questioning of Rhea Chakrabarti, who was also mentioned as the prime accused in the FIR.
Actor Shraddha Kapoor faced a 6-hour-long intense grilling by sleuths of Narcotics Control Bureau in the Bollywood drug link case. Faced with a barrage of questions, Shraddha denied consumption of any kind of drugs. But as per NCB sources, the officials are not satisfied with her answers. The NCB officials asked her some pointed questions regarding a party hosted by Sushant Singh Rajput at his Pavna Lake house in 2019. She was also asked whether drugs were consumed at the party. The NCB sleuths also questioned her over why Rhea Chakraborty, the prime accused, took her name. Shraddha was also grilled regarding her connection with SSR talent manager Jaya Saha, with whom she allegedly sought CBD oil. Remember, Shraddha's name was mentioned by both Rhea and the boatman at Sushant Singh Rajput's Pavna Lake house. 33-year-old Shraddha Kapoor is daughter of Bollywood veteran Shakti Kapoor and made her acting debut in the 2010 drama Teen Patti and has since acted in a number of films, including Chichore in 2019 with Sushant Singh Rajput. Now entangled in the drug probe, the big question is, has she managed to satisfy the NCB officials probing the wider drug nexus, or else she could be staring at bigger trouble?
Shraddha Kapoor has made many revelations in her statement to NCB. She has said that yes, the drugs chat between Jaya Saha and Shraddha Kapoor did take place, but she has denied categorically about consumption of any narcotic substance. She has accepted that there was a party at Sushant's Pavna Lake farmhouse, but she has denied that there was any kind of drugs abuse during that party. With camera person Mangesh Amre, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai for India Today.
And in a big reprieve for ace filmmaker Karan Johar, the Narcotics Control Bureau has clarified that it's not probing his 2019 party. Karan Johar on Friday issued a statement denying that any narcotic substance was consumed during the party that he hosted in 2019. He had called the allegations baseless and false. The video, which was shared by Karan Johar, shows top Bollywood stars like Deepika Padukone, Vicky Kaushal, Shahid Kapoor, Ranbir Kapoor, Malaika Arora, Varun Dhawan and others at a gathering at Karan Johar's residence.
नहीं उसका इस केस से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। इस केस से मैंने कहा कोई लेना देना नहीं है।
लेकिन अलग केस बनाकर भी क्या उस पर इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगी?
नो स्पेकुलेशन।
Meanwhile, Kshitij Prasad is fast appearing as one of the key ringmasters of this entire drug nexus which has embroiled Bollywood. Kshitij was arrested by the Narcotics Bureau and will be produced in court today via video conferencing. NCB sources say that Kshitij, who was a former employee of Dharma Productions, was evading questions during the interrogation. NCB officials are now trying to join the dots in this drug racket. Kshitij is accused of procuring and supplying drugs to high-profile individuals. He apparently got drugs from South Mumbai-based restaurant owner Ankush Anreja, who is already in NCB custody. The nexus clearly is keeping on widening. Ankush was reportedly buying banned drugs from Sanket and Anuj Keshwani, known drug peddlers who are also currently in the NCB custody. They've been arrested. They were also linked to another drug peddler in Mumbai, Karamjit Singh, who was nabbed by the NCB earlier. The NCB sleuths are now trying to join the missing dots to essentially get a big picture of this drug racket. Similar controversy playing out in Karnataka, where along with the Central Crime Branch, the Enforcement Directorate has now been roped in for the probe into the Sandalwood drug scandal. The ED is grilling arrested Kannada actors Sanjana and Ragini over bank accounts and Hawala transactions. 5 ED officers interrogated both the actors on Saturday. The probe agency started its interrogation on Friday and has questioned 5 accused so far, including Sanjana and Ragini. The Mangaluru Central Crime Branch, meanwhile, also grilled Kannada TV actor Anushri for over 3 hours. During her grilling, the actor admitted that she knows the arrested accused Tarun for 12 years and that he worked as a choreographer with her. Remember, Anushri was summoned after Tarun took her name post his arrest. While Vivek Oberoi's brother-in-law Aditya Alva and prime accused Shiva Prakash remain absconding at this point, a lookout notice has been issued for both of them. Let's move on to some political news this morning. The Shiromani Akali Dal has broken its alliance with the BJP-led NDA. This over the contentious farm bills. The move comes as a blow to the BJP as it comes amid a lot of farmer protests across the nation. The Akali Dal core committee took the decision after a 4-hour-long meeting. Last week, Harsimrat Kaur Badal had resigned from the union cabinet over the 3 farm bills which were passed by Parliament. Akali Dal has been opposing the bills, calling them anti-farmer. One of the oldest allies of the BJP says that the tough decision was taken because of the centre's stubborn stand to give statutory guarantees to protect assured marketing of farmers' crops on MSP. The party also blamed the centre for being insensitive to Punjabi and Sikh issues.
आज श्रोमणी अकाली दल दी सारी लीडरशिप बैठ के फैसला किया कि जेड़ी सरकार सेंटर दी सरकार जेड़ी एनडीए दी सरकार जिसने आ जेड़े तिन्ने ऑर्डिनेंस लियांदे है जेड़े अपने पंजाब विरोधी है सही मने ते देश दे किसानां दे विरोधी है असी उस पार्टी दे उस एनडीए दा हिस्सा नहीं।
Let's get you some of the highlights of the Prime Minister's speech at the UNGA. He made India's strong pitch for a more prominent role in the UN Security Council. Addressing the General Assembly via video conference, the Prime Minister also offered that India's vaccine production delivery capacity will be used to help humanity in fighting COVID-19.
Measures that are in place.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi made the strongest pitch for including India in the United Nations Security Council. In a virtual address at the 75th session of the United Nations General Assembly, the PM asserted that it's high time for mega reforms within the UN.
The President will oversee the implementation.
भारत के लोग संयुक्त राष्ट्र के रिफॉर्म को लेकर जो प्रोसेस चल रहा है उसके पूरा होने का बहुत लंबे समय से इंतजार कर रहे हैं। आज भारत के लोग चिंतित हैं कि क्या ये प्रोसेस कभी एक लॉजिकल एंड तक पहुंच पाएगा? आखिर कब तक भारत को संयुक्त राष्ट्र के डिसीजन मेकिंग स्ट्रक्चर से अलग रखा जाएगा?
UNSC is the UN's highest decision-making forum at present, which has only 5 permanent members. The US, the UK, China, France and Russia, each of whom has veto powers. The Prime Minister also gladly shared India's stellar role in helping over 150 nations as the world battles COVID, one of the biggest crises facing humanity. Prime Minister said the vaccine being developed by India is set to enter the 3rd stage of clinical trials.
भारत की वैक्सीन प्रोडक्शन और वैक्सीन डिलीवरी क्षमता पूरी मानवता इस संकट से बाहर निकालने के लिए काम आएगी।
I'm honored.
Despite Pak Prime Minister Imran Khan's rabble-rousing speech attacking India on Friday, Prime Minister Modi refused to give the neighbouring nation any credence but highlighted the dangers posed by terrorism.
भारत की आवाज मानवता, मानव जाति और मानवीय मूल्यों के दुश्मन आतंकवाद, अवैध हथियारों की तस्करी, ड्रग्स, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के खिलाफ उठेगी.
Assistance of the occupational safety and health.
Prime Minister Modi's statesman-like speech also had a strong message for the global powers. India must get its rightful place in the world body.
More importantly, the Indian Prime Minister spelled out how economic reforms are the need of the hour, and Atmanirbhar Bharat as part of self-reliant India is something that India has been focusing on with inclusiveness, with inclusive politics. Talking about fighting discrimination, fighting gender discrimination, as also spelling out security concerns and how India is going to fight for humanity and against terrorism. In New Delhi, Geeta Mohan for India Today.
The Kolkata Knight Riders have opened their account in IPL 13, beating Sunrisers Hyderabad by 7 wickets. Kolkata bowlers restricted Hyderabad to 142 for 4. With the bat, Shubman Gill was the star for KKR. The stylish opener played sensibly and scored a half-century. Gill stayed till the end and finished with an unbeaten 70. Ian Morgan scored an unbeaten 42 as Kolkata chased down the total in the 18th over. With the win, Kolkata registered their first win in the IPL 13. Hyderabad, on the other hand, suffer a second loss in as many games. Manish Pandey top scored with the bat for Hyderabad, but there was hardly any contribution from the rest of the batting lineup. And tonight, Punjab will take on Rajasthan. Both the teams have impressed so far. Sharjah will host the tie and fans can expect a high-scoring game. KL Rahul will pose a strong challenge for Rajasthan. The right-hander scored an unbeaten ton against Bangalore. Rajasthan started with a win against Chennai and will look to continue the good work. Joss Butler is available for the Royals and his addition will strengthen their batting lineup further. The action kickstarts at 7:30 Indian Standard Time at Sharjah.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.